Snapchat and rumbling fucks. Shake your tits and swing your dicks. You made it to another Friday, and I'm so happy that we made it to another fucking Friday. It couldn't come soon enough. I swear to God. Not that the weekend is holding out much promise, but seriously, what a fucking annoying week it's been. But before we get to today's show, I want to tip my hat to today's libation. This is not exactly a Tommy original, but I haven't made this drink in probably, it's got to be fucking 20 years. I was thinking to myself, you know what? It's been a fucking rough week. I needed something strong, okay? Just to cap it off. And then I said to myself, well, you know what? It's nice out. It's summer. You want something a little summery too. And then, of course, it's playoff time, so I need something blue for my Rangers. So I remembered the drink that ticked all the boxes. Check this out. It's called a Blue Hawaii. Look at isn't that a beautiful color? Now, this is a riff on a Long Island iced tea, okay? We've all had our episodes with Long Island iced teas, and honestly, I haven't had a fucking Long Island iced tea since I was 21, okay? Because when I turned 21, my boys took me out, got me fucked up on Long Island iced teas, and I projectile vomited for about 6 hours. So I haven't had one since, but for some reason, that's the kind of week it's been. That I needed something that fucking strong. So this is a riff on a Long Island iced tea. First of all, Long Island iced teas are the strongest fucking drink you could probably make. Okay, it's all the whites in the speed rack. Hey, I know you say, oh, there you go again. You gotta go get racial. Saying all the whites, because the dark liquors ain't good. Shit. No. First of all, we all know Uncle Tommy isn't racist. I hate you all equally. Nothing wrong with dark liquor, but it doesn't belong in a fucking Long Island iced tea. You can get away with a dark rum if you're making a legit Long Island iced tea, but it's something like this, you need all the whites. So you start with a shot of tequila. That's how every good night always starts. A shot of white rum for this. Like I said, if it was a legit Long Island iced tea, you could go with spiced. A shot of vodka. You're supposed to use a shot of gin. I don't like gin, so I leave it out. And instead of triple sec, I went with blue curacao, which is what gives it that nice blue tinge. Here's where it gets a little different now. I hit it with a splash of pineapple, and I top it with a little 7-Up. You roll it. You never shake a cocktail with fucking soda in it. I've seen people make this shit in bars and they shake it and it's all over the fucking place. You don't shake soda. Either you stir it or you roll it. The reason you roll it is to flatten the soda out a little bit. Which, again, in a Long Island iced tea, you don't want the effervescence. But if you do, just give it a stir. I like it rolled, so there you go. Azalu, to drink up and be somebody. Wow. Yeah, that'll put a little fucking lead in your pencil. This is a one and done drink. You have more than that, you're praying to the porcelain god, okay? But it ticks all the boxes today, so this is what we're going with. Well, I'm sure you have heard the good news. Johnny Depp won his defamation case. Good for him. Okay, because that chick was batshit crazy. I mean, who shits on a fucking bed? That alone should have been the case closer for him, okay? I'm glad finally, listen, I'm sure he's no fucking saint. We know this. Neither is she, but she was fucking mentally irregular, okay? I'm fully convinced she was full of shit the entire time. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying he was a saint. I'm not saying, he didn't do drugs or anything like that. And I'm still doing them now. But she was a disaster. So the judge, he sued her for $50 million in defamation. So the judge awarded him 15, and they also awarded her $2 million because they said that his attorneys defamed her, which is a bullshit thing because they had to give her something because of the nature of the case, because she's alleging physical and sexual abuse and blah blah blah. Even though it was all bullshit and it was uncorroborated, they had to throw something. So, not to discourage anybody else who's a legitimate victim for suing for the same thing, but they awarded. This is how there was 3 counts of defamation, right? The jury awarded Depp on all 3 counts, which is almost unheard of. That very, very rarely happens, okay? They were unanimous on all counts. And the judge also it was originally 13, the judge tacked on $2 million for punitive damages. Then he had her with $2 million, so she's got to pay the difference of $13 million. Here's my favorite part of this whole thing. She's broke. She can't afford to. If she pays Johnny Depp $13 million, okay, less than $2 million, 15 less than 2 that she gets, it would bankrupt her. Because he was the fucking breadwinner, you know? I mean, he's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. $15 million to him or $13 million to him is a fucking drop in the pail. It's the point, okay? So, her attorneys are saying that she can't pay it. So they're going to try to appeal this. But, even if he says, fuck you, I'll just own you for the rest, just garnish her fucking wages. Not that she's going to be able to work, but that's what I would do. I wouldn't, if I were him, I wouldn't take the money. I would just garnish every fucking dollar she ever makes from now until the fucking 15 mil plus the juice is paid. Okay, so good for him. I was happy to hear that. Not that it really makes my life any more enriched than it already is. But hey, you count your victories where you can. And then I told you last week about the Uvalde school shooting, which was a fucking terrible thing. Okay, but a couple things came to light about that. And this is something that's very seldomly mentioned. The medical community is well aware of it. I mean, doctors have even corroborated it. All of these fucking kids that are shooting up schools, mostly guys, right? I mean, I haven't heard of a girl doing it yet. There's one common denominator with all of them. They're all frequent users of marijuana. Now, listen, you want to use recreational pot, fine, do what the fuck you want. Okay, if you're an adult, I can't say nothing. It's legal now, yeah, great. And it's $1 billion industry, which is why they fucking legalized it. But here's an interesting thing. It was a medical report that I just saw on Fox not that long ago. They said commonly all of these people that have these fucking violent psychotic outbursts, okay, are all frequent users of marijuana. Now, here's the thing. Marijuana is not, a joint ain't a joint anymore. And I've been saying that for years, but marijuana nowadays has a very high level of THC in it, okay? More so than it did when I was in high school, more so than it did in the 60s. Like I said, it's got a very, very high concentrated level of THC. And what that does is it makes you fucking mentally irregular. So medical studies have shown that frequent use by adolescent guys, okay, because your brain's still fucking developing, right, causes them to have violent and psychotic outbursts. Now, maybe that's something we should have fucking looked into before they decided to legalize this shit. I'm just saying, okay? No one ever smoked a cigarette and shot up a fucking school, okay? No one ever got drunk and did that either, because after you get drunk, you're happy, you pass out. That's it. Okay, maybe you piss on yourself. I mean, that's the worst thing that could happen, right? So, that's one thing. Now, of course, these school districts are all in fucking panic mode. Look, I understand, okay? What they should be doing is they should be increasing police presence on the fucking schools, or at least have armed security. That's I've been saying that for the longest fucking time. But now you got these kids that are fucking running around threatening schools. So just on Long Island, right? Just in the last week, I think it was like 2 or 3 kids that just decided to. One kid did it online. He in Westbury. He made like a TikTok or some bullshit saying he was going to shoot up the school. They fucking arrested him. Another kid in Riverhead, they say he 15 years old, walks past the school and yells into the classroom, I'm going to shoot the whole school up. So they call the fucking cops. They locked him up. Are they panicking here? They're being a little overly cautious? Not really. Not if the kid threatens it. But here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. And I'm tired of these fucking politicians trying to politicize everything. They're using this, okay, to further their fucking agenda with wiping out the Second Amendment. The problem is not guns. More kids have gotten shot in Chicago, okay, than any place else, right? And I can guarantee you, they were all fucking victims of random shootings, and none of those guns were legal. Guns are not the fucking problem here, okay, at least not with the school shootings, okay? The problem is the parents. the parents of these fucking kids, because this is what happens, and I've been saying this forever. Well, this is what happens when you give every fucking kid a trophy. This is what happens when you tell your kids that they're constantly that they're special little fuckers, and you're hugging them and showing them, and you're encouraging them to have feelings and to validate themselves, and you're basically raising a bunch of overly sensitive little pussies. Okay? This is what happens when you stop kids from fighting in school. Okay? Yeah. Parents should, grown-ups should mind their fucking business when it comes to that. Let me explain why, okay? Not to show you that I'm all about, I'm not saying I'm about hostility and violence, okay? But let me explain why. We used to police ourselves when we were kids. See, by constantly telling your kids how great they are, they can't take any fucking criticism, okay? So they don't develop a thick skin, so they get overly sensitive. They have one bad day and right away, I'm going to shoot everyone so I get attention. Fuck you. You know why that never happened when we were kids? Tell you why. One, like I said last week, our parents used to kick the shit out of us. And two, we used to police ourselves. Listen, when I was a kid, if I was in school, somebody said, I'm going to shoot the fucking school up. You know what we did? We threw that kid a fucking beat and we made sure he couldn't even stand. And you know what happens? The next kid who decides he wants to shoot the school up goes, you know what? No. I'd rather not get my fucking ass handed to me. Okay? That's what happens. So, like after school, we used to settle our own problems. You take the kid out back behind the school, you beat the fuck out of him, and that was that. Problem solved. Now there's bullying and emailing and get the parents involved. Get the fungal. Our parents never got involved in that shit. We took care of that shit on our own. And that's why we went to school with no fucking problems. I'm serious, okay? If we went back to the way things used to be, half of these fucking problems would be gone. I'm telling you, I Googled it the other day. When I was in school, not one fucking school shooting. Anywhere in the country. Anywhere. Not just New York. Anywhere. Okay? Didn't start happening until about 2011. When people started getting feelings. Yep. Okay? So, that's my 2 cents on that. Okay? So, if you've got a kid wandering around and they're all like, sensitive and fruity looking, crack them in the back of the fucking head. You don't even need a reason, okay? That's one of the perks of being a parent. I'm not saying you beat the kid and leave him in the fucking in the basement starving. Just a quick smack. Just to let them know, hey, you ain't that fucking special, shitbag. Now get back to work. That's all. That's all, okay? You raise your kids tough, this shit don't happen, okay? You raise them to be little fruits. This is the kind of shit that ends up happening. Anyway. So I hope everyone enjoyed their Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully we all survived. Saturday was kind of a shitty day, right? It rained all fucking day. But Sunday, I had to go and do my Sunday errands, run to Target, supermarket, all that shit. And I don't like to do that sober. I don't. I'm sorry, but I don't. So, my thing is, the way I like to treat myself is I take myself out to a nice little brunch. Okay? Nothing crazy. It's just something local. Someplace where you could get, an egg sandwich and a fucking screwdriver. That's nice, So, anyhow, there's a joint over here not far from me called Harrison's. It's it's actually a cool spot. It's like a city steakhouse, but in the island. It's right on the Long Island Queens border. Okay, it's in Floral Park. Like you spit, you're in Queens. So it's like right there. Okay, so by the train. He says, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go over to Harrison's. The food's good. They got a nice little outdoor patio type of thing, like a beer garden set up outside. Says, let me go over there. They have a DJ usually on Sunday. So I go to Harrison's. I sit down at the bar outside. I ordered my Tito's screwdriver and an egg sandwich and the bottomless screwdrivers. So you could drink in 20 minutes. Believe me, they lose fucking money with me. So anyway, there's these two older broads sitting next to me. They had to be in their 60s. Okay? See, no good deed goes unpunished. I say it all the time, and sometimes I don't fucking listen to myself. And I turn around, this chick, this old broad, her phone is hanging right out of her pocket like it's about to fall. My first urge was to catch it, and I says, nah, you know what? God forbid you graze this woman's ass. I said I could end up in handcuffs before I finish my breakfast. I said, so you know what? I tapped her on the shoulder nice. I said, excuse me, miss, but your phone's about to fall out of your pocket. She says, "Oh, thank you so much. You could have grabbed it." I says, "Yeah, I didn't want to accidentally, And she goes, "Oh, that's okay. I wouldn't have minded." I'm thinking to myself, why did I start talking to this person? So my brunch comes, my cocktail hits the bar. There's this woman, now she's like 3 sheets to the wind. I mean, she's like on her 7th or 8th fucking mimosa at this point. And she turns around and looks at me. She goes, "I just want to take you home and make a popsicle out of you." I don't know exactly what she meant by that. I don't know exactly what she had in mind. But as she said it, like my jaw dropped. Her friend almost choked on whatever the fuck she was eating. The bartender started laughing. Like I said, there's not many times in my life when I'm actually fucking speechless, when I don't have like a snappy little comeback. But like, I just stared at this woman like in shock. She's 100. What? Who says that to somebody? I mean, gee, I know I don't look 60. I might not look my age, but I know I don't look fucking 60. Jesus Christ. And she was all wrinkled and shit. I mean, at least if she was pretty, I might have been flattered, but I wasn't. So, yeah, there was that. At least I hope she was a woman. I'm going to tell you what, because this turned out to be a fucking drag brunch. Yeah, I know. I'm eating my breakfast. I'm having, and all of a sudden, like, there's a floor show happening. Look at the fuck. I turn around and I see a bunch of guys in drag. And I'm like dumbfounded for a second. I'm looking around. I'm like, am I in the right fucking place? So I said to the bartender, "What the fuck is going on over here?" He goes, "Oh, they're doing a drag brunch today." I says, "Is this like a thing? Like, is this a comment?" He says, No, it's the first time we tried it." I went, "Oh." I said, "Because this is alarming. Me, I'm a good sport. They leave me the fuck alone, whatever. But there's drag queens running around while I'm trying to eat my fucking breakfast. Only me. This happens to a Sunday. I just wanted to have something to eat, have a couple of cocktails, and go to Target. I got fucking drag queens running around, right? So at some point, I get up to go to the bathroom. I see one of these fucking $3 bills standing in the thing, waiting to go outside. And he's wearing like these little booty shorts, a crop top. He's got makeup on, eyelashes, and he's got more fucking hair on his legs than I do. So again, no good deed goes unpunished. They said, "Hey, cuss." I said, "Listen, piece of free advice. If you're going to run around looking like that, maybe you should invest in shaving your legs." And he looks at me and goes, "Fuck you." I said, "Whoa, slow down, pal. Maybe you might want to, but I hate to disappoint you. You're not my type." I says, "There's no reason to get hysterical. I'm just giving you a piece of free advice. Imagine these fucking cocksuckers." Holy shit. And then today was fucking donut day. I mean, actually, every day in Dunkin' Donuts is fucking retard day. So, like the other day, yesterday, I go into Dunkin' Donuts and I'm waiting online to order my coffee. And there was this retarded black guy. I'm not picking on him because he was black. I'm picking on him because he was fucking retarded. Like, he was legitimately retarded. He was a fucking mongoloid. So he's sitting there, he's standing there eating one of those fucking like Dunkin' Donut Hot Pockets with the croissant, whatever. He asks for a cup of water. So I get up to order my coffee. And he's got his mask on with his donkey ears hanging. And he starts moving closer to me. Like, he's just not like... So I turned around and looked at him real fucking quick, because all I saw was this thing coming at me at the corner of my eye, and the guy jumped back, he spilled the water all over his fucking pants, and looked like he pissed himself. I said, "What the fuck are you doing?" He goes, "Everything okay?" I'm like, yeah, get the fuck away from me, everything's fine." The woman behind me started laughing. She goes, "Holy shit, you scared the hell out of that guy by just looking at him." I said, "Yeah, it happens." And then, like I said, this morning was fucking donut day. Every time you get a cup of coffee, you get a free donut. And some of these people don't understand, okay? They want fucking 9 free donuts. No, 1 per customer. Get 9 coffees if you want fucking... One woman didn't know what a donut, or didn't know the difference between a donut and a bagel. She goes, "Can I have the sesame donut?" Fucking... The lady behind says, "Sesame?" She goes, "Oh, that's a bagel." She goes, "No, I want that." He goes, No. Donut is free. The bagel I gotta charge you for. No, it has a hole in it. Just because it's got a fucking hole in it doesn't make it a donut. I swear to Christ. I don't know. I really don't know how I don't just start fucking karate chopping people in the back of the fucking neck. I really don't. I don't. Anyway, Popsicles, donuts, racism, and Winnie the Pooh. Buckle up, kids. It's about to get sloppy. All right, so the mayor motherfucker verdict is in. I told you I was going to wait 6 months before I made my verdict on this guy. I told, and I'm good to my word, today is June 3rd. It's been 6 months and the verdict is in. Mayor motherfucker is officially a fucking moron. Okay? I didn't think that we could get worse than fucking de Blasio. I really didn't. I thought that was the bottom of the barrel. You know I've said it before. I said this guy can't be any worse than fucking de Blasio. Holy fucking shit, was I wrong. And the crime is worse in 6 months. This guy's been fucking mayor than it was under de Blasio. I really didn't think it was possible. Listen, I'm the first one to admit when I'm wrong. It's not often that I'm wrong, but I'm the first one to say it. And holy fucking shit, I'm glad I didn't bet the farm on this one. This guy's an ex-NYPD cop. He has done absolute nothing. All he did was arrest a woman selling fucking churros. Okay? They've done absolute nothing. The only fucking law that he passed, there's 2 mandates he made in the city. Illegals can vote and put masks on 5-year-olds. Holy fuck, that's it. It's bedlam. It's absolute fucking bedlam. The city is going to be nothing but a pile of shit by the time this guy's fucking tenure is up. I hate to say it, but Curtis Silva and his fucking cat. Curtis Silva's cat could have fucking run the city better. Okay? Jesus Christ, I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, on your COVID special report. Well, listen, I got a problem with these COVID numbers. I'm not 100% convinced that they're accurate. Now, that's not medical misinformation. That's my opinion. And my opinion is based on what I see and what I know. Okay, so don't run away, fucking half-cocked, you YouTube fucking censored fucktards. Okay, go, oh my God, it's medical misinformation. It's medical misinformation. Stop punching yourselves in the taint, okay? It's my opinion. And here's why I come to that opinion. They said so many people died from COVID, right? And I've encountered so many fucking morons in the last 3 weeks that it's just not even funny, okay? I didn't realize that with that many fucking dumb people running around untethered. Stunned. I'm stunned, okay? They said all these people died, but they skipped the stupid ones? Like, I don't understand. Listen, here's why I think that they're bullshit, okay? Because, first of all, today, I had to drive out to fucking Belmore. So, I'm in my truck. It's like 2:30 in the afternoon, 3 o'clock. Bumper to bumper fucking traffic. If half of the world died, why is there still fucking traffic? Can I know? And then coming back, it was even more. It's like they fucking multiplied. Okay. Listen, I know a lot of people, okay? Not one of them died in the last 3 years. Not from COVID, anyway, okay? The one person that was even a COVID-related death that I know died from a fucking car accident, and they put COVID on the death certificate. Ma disgraziata. So, that's my point. Nobody actually I don't think anyone really died. Okay, bullshit. I don't know where they died, but they didn't die here. Because there's still fucking traffic all over goddamn New York. That's all I have to say about that. On another Biden blunder, wow, this was a delightful little news segment that I came across. Apparently, all of the, how can I say this without sounding racist? Once again, just a disclaimer, I'm not racist. I hate everyone equally. All the blacks are resigning. All the black people, I should say. Black people. All the black people that are working in that are working in the White House. Fucking, this Blue Hawaii is really kicking my ass. I'm not even a third of the way in. Let's try that again. So all of the black people that are working in the White House are currently resigning in droves, okay? The White House they're claiming that working in the White House is a toxic, racist environment. At least 21 aides have resigned in the last month. They have a name for it. They're calling it Blacksit. I'm not even making this shit up. Google it. Apparently working for Senile Joe is the same as working for the Ku Klux Klan. Could you imagine? Listen, we all know Joe Biden is a fucking card-carrying racist. I mean, the guy's best friend was like a grand high wizard in the fucking Klan himself. He tried to block fucking intermingling black kids and white kids in school. Like he wanted to keep them separated. He wanted to keep the fucking Jim Crow laws enforced when he was a senator. So he wanted to block Clarence Thomas from becoming a Supreme Court justice, mainly because he was black. So the guy, don't give me this shit that he's a fucking, that he turned over a new leaf. Bullshit, okay? Bullshit. He's all called Trump a racist, and he didn't do one fucking racist thing. Anytime I ask somebody about Donald, they say Donald Trump's a racist, like, give me an example. They can't. Okay? They can't. So, but this one, I can give you fucking 92. Okay? He's used that word that you don't like the whites to say plenty of times. He referred to Obama as a clean Negro or something like that. Like, I mean, like, he's just, he's a fucking douchebag. So, I mean, he got like half of a brain cell left. So he's probably right. What are all these blacks doing in here? All right. Somebody call security before they start stealing something. Who's this colored broad that keeps coming into my office and giggling like a hyena? Sir, that's the vice president. That's the vice president. Oh, good God. Could you imagine? He's wandering around the White House. How did all these blacks get in here? Fucking douchebag. I know. So people don't like it. So they're leaving the White House in fucking droves. And to combat this, I mean, even Kamala Harris's staff is fucking, they're jumping ship because apparently she's racist to her own people too. To combat this, or to deflect from it, they invited a Korean pop group to come speak at the White House. So, listen, who's doing damage control over there? What the fuck is going on? Oh, listen, the black community doesn't like us right now. Hey, let's get the Asians on board. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? I know. This is what's running the country. Scary. It's why I don't sleep at night. I might need another one of these. Anyway, all right, kids, get your tickets out. We're about to hop onto that maniacal magical express with the mayhem and fuckery. All aboard! Woo-hoo! First, crazy trains leaving the station. First stop, Point Lookout. That's right, Point Lookout, Long Island. Well, it's summertime, kids. You know what that means. Shark season. A 10-foot mako shark swam up on the beach to scare the shit out of some poor fuck that's swimming and then swam off. Okay? What the fuck? Now it's swimming right up to the beach. Like the fucking thing like beached itself, looked at him, and then turned around. Here, go to the video.
This video here captured yesterday at Point Lookout, just north of the Loop Parkway Bridge. Now, the fishermen called the state's Department of Environmental Conservation to help out, but then by the time they arrived, the shark was gone. Wildlife experts believe it was a mako shark that is about 10 feet long.
You know it's summer, okay, when the sharks come cruising. Okay, so, if you're going to the beach, just be careful. Apparently, even standing on the shore can be fucking dangerous. 10-foot mako. Could you imagine? There would be a trail of shit from that shoreline all the way back to my goddamn car. Anyway, next stop, Brooklyn. Only in Brooklyn could this fucking happen. I mean, I'm not saying that because, it's my native land. I'm just saying it because only in Brooklyn. So, there's a bar in Greenpoint, Brooklyn called Temkin's Bar. And apparently, the other night, a fucking possum wandered into a possum, just in case it's a marsupial. Okay? Look that up if you it looks like a gigantic fucking rat. It's like, I swear to God, it's like the size of a small dog. Okay? They're fucking ugly as shit. They eat garbage, they come out of the sewers. I mean, I don't know where the fuck these things appear. They always come out at night. I sometimes get them over here. One night I was coming home on my motorcycle. I'm coming up some side road, and one of them ran across the road at the same time, fucking bounced off my floorboard, like I squashed it. Like I had fucking I had blood all over my fucking pants. Oh, it was gross. Anyway, so then this fucking nasty looking. So this fucking thing just runs into a fucking bar. Just runs into a bar. Okay? People are in the bar, opens the door, runs in. So everybody's freaking the fuck out, right? So this chick, okay, decides to save the day. Her name is Sarah Fulton. And she's apparently from Alaska and we know this because she looked at her friend when this thing ran in and goes, "Hold my phone. I'm from Alaska. I got this." Imagine, rolls up her sleeves, grabs this fucking thing by the scruff of the neck. Okay, like I said, they're fucking nasty. Take a look. Just threw it right out or she placed it out the door. There's Brooklyn, they're probably a fucking millennial. But I gotta tell you, that's balls, because everybody else fucking. If it were me there, I wouldn't have done that. The only way I'm picking this fucking thing up is with a shovel. I would have crushed it with the shovel and thrown it out the door. I would have shot it. One of the two. I'm not grabbing this thing by the neck. Okay, it's fucking nasty. They probably got rabies. This bitch didn't even fucking hesitate. Grabbed it, boom. Had more fucking balls than every guy in there. And you know something? She's not a bad looking chick either. Okay? Not necessarily my type, but she's not bad looking. She's cute. Okay, so here, Sarah, this is for you. Azalud. Okay? Brooklyn hero. All right, next stop, Scottsdale, Arizona. Well, I didn't, this story kind of bothered me. Nightclubs in Scottsdale are apparently barring their patrons from entry if they are wearing retro Jordans. Now, you can see why I have a fucking problem with this. I mean, not that I plan on going to Arizona anytime soon, but, I mean, it's my preferred footwear. Now, here's what's happening. The doormen, they'll scan your footwear, and if you're wearing fucking J's, they're not going to let you in. And now, I don't see what the fucking problem is, okay, truthfully. Because, I mean, they can be very stylish. You could dress up a pair of Jordans, you could dress them down, they can go either way. Like, I mean, I have fucking Jordans that are strictly for dress. Here, take a look. See, like this. That's a tuxedo shoe to me. Look at that. Isn't that nice? It's all patent leather, black and gold. These are my colors. You wear this with a fucking tux or with a nice pair of black slacks and, like a nice shirt and jacket. Like, that's stylish. That's class. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I was getting married tomorrow, this would be the type of fucking shoe I would want to wear. Okay? Especially you're wandering around on your feet. So, I mean, if you go into a club, you can get dressed. And you can pair a sneaker with a pair of dress pants or something. You just got to tailor it right, or like a nice pair of jeans. You can dress them up, believe me, I have. All right? So, I mean, and when I get dressed, it's always to the fucking nine. So if I'm telling you that, believe me, you can take that to the fucking bank. So I don't understand why the fuck they're doing this. There's no rhyme or reason. Now, there has been some speculation, okay, that the reason that they're doing this might be a racist one, okay? To discourage black patrons from entry. I mean, I think that's bullshit too, because we all wear them. Okay, it's one of those things that it's doesn't matter what the fuck color, the gender, nationality you are, black, white, male, female, Chinese, Japanese. Everybody fucking wears Jordans. Okay. Women wear them, take a guy's pair and wear them. Guys will even take women's pairs and wear them because the fucking sizes, there's interchanges. So I don't see what the fucking problem is. I don't believe that to be a racist thing for to discourage black patrons. Not at all. But you know what? No Asian kid or a white kid ever stabbed the motherfucker for his J's. Now, you know what I'm saying there, brother? you know what happens. You heard of that shit. Well, but Poppy, you might have a point, okay? Back in the day, that used to happen, but that's when they were so exclusive that you couldn't buy. Motherfucker, have you seen the president? Listen, man, I know you know how much these motherfuckers cost. You know what I'm saying? People get knifed for that shit. That's right. That's why they ain't letting you in there with those goddamn Jordans. Put some shoes on like a grown-up motherfucker. Well, I mean, he does have a point, I mean, anyway, so that's Scottsdale for you. Next stop. Ooh, this was a good one. San Francisco. I left my home. Okay, anyway. Paul Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi's husband was arrested last weekend with a DUI. Wow. Okay? He's 82 years old. All right? Where the fuck are you going at 82 years old at 11:45 at night with a fucking DUI? This whole bastard goes out and gets drunk and gets picked up on a DUI at 82? You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be home having some soup and watching the fucking game show channel, not running around all over San Francisco, okay? Jesus fucking Christ. So anyway, he's attempting to cross a main road in his 2021 Porsche. That's right, you heard me. A geriatric and a fucking new Porsche. Probably was paid for with our tax dollars. And then he collided with a fucking Jeep. All of this happened while Nancy was, in Washington helping her friends fuck up the country. She refused to comment. This is a personal matter. Just comment. You know what? If she didn't have Secret Service caught in her fucking wrinkled ass around, she'd probably have a couple of DWs on that belt too. I hope. You know what? I really hope there's more to this story. I hope it comes out that he was getting head from some like crackhead hooker while he fucking hit the Jeep. Could you imagine? Where are you going, that fine ass car? I'll suck your dick for $1. I mean, at 82, he's probably not really worried about catching a fucking STD. You know what I mean? Listen, I hope he does, because then if he gives it to Nancy Pelosi, maybe we kill two birds with one stone. You know what I'm saying? I'm a silver lining kind of guy. Always looking at the glasses half full. All right, next stop, Paris, France. Okay, the Louvre Museum. So some guy dressed as an old woman in a wheelchair. He goes into I swear to God, this guy dresses himself up as an old woman, gets in a wheelchair, and wheels himself into the Louvre Museum and goes to where they have the Mona Lisa. And he stands up and he takes a cake. Yeah, apparently he smuggled in a cake, an entire fucking cake, okay? And throws it at the painting, just smears it right across the painting because he didn't like the Mona Lisa's face. Let me roll this back for you. So here's somebody that looks like an old lady. This is why this fucking transitioning shit's dangerous. Here's a guy that looks like an old lady in a wheelchair. That's nice. Wheels themselves up to the Mona Lisa. Everybody's standing there. He's looking. And he stands up, takes a fucking cake, and boom! And his reason is because he didn't like the Mona Lisa's face. Listen, there's a lot of people's faces I don't like. And believe me, I'd like to smash them into something. But you see, I don't. Okay? Like, what the fuck is going on with people? I blame COVID. COVID may not have killed everyone, but it certainly made a lot of people fucking crazy, extra crazy. Okay? COVID either made people extra crazy or extra stupid. Okay? And this guy clearly is an example of both. I mean, first of all, how the fuck do you even get an entire cake into the Louvre Museum? Who's watching the door at this place? I mean, if you could smuggle in a cake, what else can you bring in there? Oh, okay. Last stop on the train, the 100-Acre Woods. And if you're wondering why that sounds familiar, well, we're going to visit good old Winnie the Pooh. So, I thought this was a prank. I read this like 3 or 4 times. And I'm excited for when it comes out. But they're making a new Winnie the Pooh movie. I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, Tommy's gone crazy. No, wait. It's called Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. It's a horror movie. No, it's not a Disney movie. I know you're like, oh my God, Disney's making horror movies now? No. See, this is based on not the Disney version of these characters, but the original literary version of these characters. It came off of copyright. Now they're considered public domain, so you can do whatever the fuck you want. You can make a Winnie the Pooh porno movie, which that probably would be interesting. But somebody had the idea of making a Winnie the Pooh horror movie. So here's the premise. Christopher Robin goes off to college and neglects Winnie the Pooh and all of his friends and doesn't feed them. So they go fucking crazy and they go feral and they start eating everyone. Apparently Winnie the Pooh and Piglet become cannibals. And they ate everyone in the 100-Acre Woods. They ate Tigger, they ate Eeyore. It's like one of the scenes where they just finish eating Eeyore. Can you imagine? Oh, bother. We're out of honey, Piglet. Let's go over to Eeyore's house and eat him. Pooh, do you think that's a good idea? Well, it's either that or I eat you. And then after they eat everyone in the 100-acre woods, they escape. And they start terrorizing people. They ate a woman in a hot tub. Could you imagine Winnie the Pooh just attacking you? Hello, do you have any honey? I can't wait to see this. It's probably going to be such a terrible fucking movie, but it'll delight me to no end. You know, I'm afraid for the world. I really am. Anyway, all right, kids, your sports update. Well, Yankees play the Tigers tonight at 7:05. Phillies and Angels at 7:05 also. Mets play the Dodgers tonight in L.A. at 10:10. You know, Dodgers are my other backup team next to the Phillies, so hopefully this is a trifecta for baseball. But more importantly, it's hockey playoff season. Okay, as you can tell by my shirt. All right, the fucking New York Rangers. I swear to God, Monday's game, I couldn't fucking believe how great it was. Truthfully, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you. You know, I'm always honest. They were playing in Carolina, and they really didn't do well in Carolina. So I was a little on the fence about Monday's game. I was a little nerved. I'm not going to lie. So I couldn't watch it at home because I would have been pacing. So I had to go out and watch it. And of course, it was fucking Memorial Day, so everything was closed. So I ended up at this place by me, Croxley's, you know. And I typically don't like to go there. I mean, unless I want wings. Because I run into a lot of guys that I went to school with. And I don't like to do all that fucking reminiscing shit. If I'm still friends with you today, then that's different, you know. But, you know, if I see you and you're an acquaintance, like, hey, how you doing? Yeah. So anyway, so I go to Crocs to sit down, and I'm sitting next to this kid that I went to school with. And I never really liked him. Matter of fact, I kicked his ass a few times. I never really liked the kid. He was a dick. You know, he was just one of those guys that could always get under my fucking skin. And, you know, I mean, he's all right now. I let it go, you know, but because I kind of feel bad for him. But anyhow, so when I was a kid, you know, I was a Yankee fan, I was a Giants fan, Rangers fan. It hasn't changed. And, you know, I used to get tormented because the Yankees couldn't fucking win a game if they were playing by themselves. So the Mets were hot. This was like 80, 85, 86, 84. You know, the Mets were hot. So I used to have to deal with that shit. That's why I don't like the Mets. Honestly, this is why I hate the Mets, because of the Mets fans. I mean, because of all the fucking times I had to break somebody's jaw when I was a kid because they were a fucking Met fan and they couldn't leave me the fuck alone. That's why I don't like them. And the same reason why I'm not a big Islander fan. Okay, if they're in the playoffs, I'll watch, but you'll never really see me go, hey, Islanders. I don't, because it's the same fucking reason. Because back then, the Islanders won like back-to-back fucking Stanley Cups because the NHL basically had mongoloids playing in it, and the fucking Rangers hadn't won a goddamn cup since 1940, okay? So I used to hear that 1940 chant all the time, and more specifically from this little cocksucker. So I'm sitting next to this fucking dickhead at the and, you know, the Rangers are playing. He's going, well, you know, last year the Rangers were home watching the Islanders in the playoffs and blah, blah, blah. They're not going to do that. Carolina's going to beat. And he's running his mouth, and I'm like, and I leaned over. I says, yeah, I remember you used to fucking give me that 1940 bullshit. And I think I might have cracked him one for doing it at one point because he shut the fuck up. So I'm going somewhere with this. So they're saying the fucking Islanders aren't going to beat Carolina, and it's back and forth. It was a fucking great game. And what happens? The Islanders beat fucking Carolina in Carolina, and I just looked at him and said, I think you were saying something before, right? And he just put his fucking head down and say shit. That was better than the fucking Rangers even winning the goddamn game. So they advanced to like the next round of the fucking playoffs. This is the third round. This is the semifinals. I didn't think we would get here. I'll be fucking dead ass honest with you. I really did not think we would get here. I can't be more fucking excited. Now, fucking first game against the reigning Stanley Cup champs, back-to-back champs, Tampa Bay, was the other night, Wednesday night, and the fucking Rangers embarrassed them in the Garden. Embarrassed them. Because you know what? Home ice for hockey is huge. Okay? I'm going to say the truth. The Rangers always play better at home than they do on the road. When they go on the road, I really get worried. When they're at the fucking Garden, unless they fall asleep, you know, I'm usually much more confident. Now, this is a fucking solid team. I mean, solid fucking team. They got the best goddamn goalie in the fucking NHL right now. Shesterkin's my guy. Okay, that's my dude. Now, I said to my buddy Nicky, who's a big Ranger fan, and I might have said it on the show, like, Pittsburgh had me a little concerned, but I wasn't overly worried. I knew we could beat Pittsburgh. That was easy. Carolina fucking scared the shit out of me. Okay? Because Carolina's got a fucking rock-solid defense. They know how to block shots. They know how to keep you fucking on your heel. So I said to my pal, I says, listen, I said, if we beat Carolina, we could actually win this fucking thing. Tampa doesn't scare me that much. Now, Tampa's not a team to be taken lightly. Like I said, they're back-to-back Stanley Cup champs. They're scrappy, okay? They're fucking, and you know, there's a couple guys on that team that do not like the Rangers, okay? But I'm feeling confident. I'm not jinxing it. I'm feeling confident. I'm going to tell you right now, this will go 7 games. Either way, win or lose, this is going to go fucking 7 games, easy. And listen, if the Rangers should win the Stanley Cup, I don't have tear ducts. But if they do win the Stanley Cup, I might get a little emotional. I don't know. Okay? You know, I didn't get emotional when the fucking Giants won the Super Bowl, although I wish I could have. I didn't get emotional the last time the Yankees won a World Series, although I wish I could have. It's been since 1994 since my hockey team has won a fucking... I mean, I don't even know when the last time they even got this far in the fucking finals was. I mean, it could have been... Yeah, I really don't know. I mean, this is a fucking exciting team. It really is. I didn't think they'd get this far. Dead ass honest. I mean, I figured they'd be close. And I said, you know, in another 2 or 3 years, maybe 4 years, we'd have a Stanley Cup. But, like, I wouldn't mind one this year. That's all I'm saying. So, I'm excited. My fucking Rangers are playing playoff hockey. I don't remember the last time I watched hockey in the summer. Okay, that's what I'm saying. This is just great. And hockey, you know, baseball might be my favorite sport, but hockey, it's my favorite fucking sport to watch. Okay, and there's no politics involved with hockey. Nobody's taking knees. Nobody's got a fucking billboard on the back of their jersey. It's just pure sportsmanship. Okay, and that's why I like it. That's all I'm going to say on that. So let's go fucking Rangers, all right? Okay. On what the fuck is that? We're going to talk about cat dicks. I know what you're thinking. What? No, listen. I was watching something on Netflix the other night. The Ricky Gervais special, which I'm going to get to later on in the show. But, and he made me aware of something that I was not aware of. You know, so he mentioned something about cat dicks. That they have barbs on their dick. And that can't be right. That's just, you know, what? He was saying how, like, you know, cats versus dogs. Cats are fucking savage creatures, okay? Dogs are nice, they're cute, they're, you know, unconditional love. I'm a dog guy. I'm not a cat guy. I don't understand people who are cat people, to be honest with you. But, you know, hey, everybody's got their own mental affliction. Anyhow. You ever hear cats like fucking? Like, you ever hear like an alley cat getting fucked? Like, it sounds like the goddamn cat's getting raped, right? Like, you hear it, like it screams. And the reason is because fucking cats, they have barbs, like spikes on their cock. So when they fucking penetrate the female cat, it like rips the fucking sides of their vagina up, and that's what stimulates ovulation. This fucking savage. Look at this fucking thing. It's disgusting. So I Googled it when I heard it, and I've had nightmares ever since. And now I'm sharing it with you so you can suffer along with me. That's all. That's all. I figured this is a whole mutual relationship. Cat. So if you're a cat person, you're a fucking sadist. I'm just saying. Okay? Like dogs don't do that. Dogs are nice. They got normal fucking red rockets. Okay, this thing looks like a fucking prison ship. Anyway, on Right or Racist. So, Newsweek reported in 2017 that 1 out of every 6 men in France are gay, making it the country with the world's largest gay population. I can see how they could think that, but that's racist. The gayest country in the world is actually China, where it is estimated that 1 out of 6 Chinese men are gay. Guess you gotta taste the rainbow. Anyway, your PSA. So like I said, I watched the new Ricky Gervais special on Netflix, and it's fucking hysterical. Okay, I mean, it's fucking hysterical. Ricky Gervais says the same shit that I would probably say, just in a very nonchalant way with the English accent, and it's fucking hilarious. Like, he's got this condescending way of speaking, but you don't mind because of the English accent. It's fucking funny. If you're looking for something to watch on Netflix or just on streaming, you need something to cheer you up or whatever, go watch the fucking Ricky Gervais special. I promise you'll laugh your fucking dick off, or your tits off, or whatever the fuck you got. I don't know. Also, weather's supposed to be nice this weekend. So if you don't mind the price of gas and you fill your tank up and you want to take a nice little ride, and if you happen to be traveling out on the East End, check out this new little breakfast and lunch spot that I've recently become aware of. It's located in the Hamptons train station. Okay, yeah, you heard me. Hamptons train station. Even their fucking train station is nice. Okay? Over here, we got fucking bums pissing on the track, sleeping under the trestles. Okay, the Hamptons, they got like a gourmet luncheonette. But anyhow, the place is called the Little Gull Cafe. It's chef-owned. All the ingredients are locally sourced, which, you know what, I'm a big fan of that. Okay, huge fan, and I can tell you why. Not because I'm bougie, but because when you buy, especially out in the Hamptons, if you buy locally sourced ingredients from there, everything is going to be super fresh and top shelf, and that just makes your fucking dish taste so much better. Trust me, 30 years in the fucking business, I know a thing or two about a thing or two. So I mean, and if you don't believe me, look at this fucking tuna melt. I mean, that's a fucking tuna melt, right? Okay, look at the biscuits. I love biscuits. Look at these fucking biscuits with the honey and everything. Oh, Maron, I think I just got a chubby. Holy shit. Anyway, stay COVID-less, kids. No mask, don't ask. Haters can kiss my ass. And remember, who loves you, babe? It's been your Friday wrap-up. I'll see you when I see you.